There you go, Darren. There's your time-limited bonus content. Like that. Hello, and welcome to episode 162 of Prog Review. Yes, indeed. Where does the time go? And today I shall be talking about Live in Gdansk by David Gilmour. And we have to thank viewer David Grant for this because he gifted this. So thanks very much. You know, without this wouldn't be possible. So what's it about? This is a live document from David Gilmour's On an Island tour back in 2006. My, where does the time go to? And it's notable for two things. First, it's recorded in the Gdansk shipyard in Poland, yes. And when I hear the word Gdansk and shipyard, I often think about my socialist brother, Lech Walesa. You remember him from the 80s and that? Yeah, fighting against communism and stuff. No. And it's also a document to the late great Richard Wright, who actually died a week before this was due to be released. My goodness. Now I've said this a million times before. I'm not the greatest fan of live albums, and what can you do about it? But this has something going in its favour, like many live albums that are released at the moment, as it actually has some DVDs included with, live performances, obviously. So you see, so you got something to look at, and that helps me. It makes it more palatable for me. You see, man is a visual creature. You know what I mean, lads, don't you? We check everything out with the old peepers first, and we need our visual stimulation. And this helps when it comes to actual live recordings. So what you get here is you get a mix of audio and visual in a package that's pulling in kind of two different directions. The CD portion does its best to represent the tour intact, as it were. So we have all the Pink Floyd tracks as well as the boring stuff from Gilmour's solo album that he was touting at the time. Now I remember On an Island back in the day and being a bit bored by it, unfortunately. It's David Gilmour, but boy, is it a bit of a snooze fest. It's hard going, and even with the likes of Robert White and Phil Mountaineer on board, I found it rather turgid affair. But don't fear, because on this one, on the live CDs, you get a great smattering of Floyd covers. Are they covers? Is he Floyd? It says he's the voice and guitar of Pink Floyd on the sticker. So is he a cover band? I don't. It's like Roger Waters. Is he a cover band? I don't know. Or are they Floyd component parts? Oh, it gets confusing. But you get a lot. I'll get back on track now, shall I? You get enough of Floyd songs to rouse you from unconsciousness as the band whammy through cuts from Dark Side of the Moon and Wish You Were Here. And you even get a great version of Fat Old Sun, which is a personal favourite of mine, back from, At Mark Mother, isn't it? Is that the one? But let's be honest. We can all be honest here. We're all friends. We're all friends together, aren't we? We're all lads, yeah? What the people want are the hits. They go to the gig for the Floyd stuff, not for the boring old solo album. So the CD sectionist delivers that in spades. You get everything. However, moving to the first DVD of the collection, most of the Floyd songs have been excised, and we're left with all of the songs from Gilmour's solo album. Now, come on, Dave. Can I call you Dave? Can I? Do you really think that was a wise choice? Do you think that was clever? No? I mean, no one's interested. No, we want to hear the Floyd stuff. It's the same when Roger, does a cut from, say, I don't know, Radio Chaos or the pros and cons of hitchhiking, during one of his shows. Everyone gets up and has a piss break, don't they? You know, you all know what I'm saying. You know, don't deny it. You're not going to go for a piss during Comfortably Numb now, are you? No. So yeah, the DVD is a little bit lopsided. You know, it's like a lady with one boob bigger than the other. It's a bit lopsided. So when you compare the DVD to the CD version of the concert, and that's a bit of a shame, but you do get it bolstered by a documentary about the making of the gig. I know, which should interest those who like to peek behind the velvet curtain and see how artists, do their thing, behind the scenes. Ooh. Now there are a couple of variations on this CD. I think there's a 2 CD, 1 DVD version, and there's an LP version, and there's this version, and there's a 3 CD and 2 DVD, which is very limited. I think it was only sold in Borders in America or something. And somebody said to me, is this good? And I said, yeah. And I'll tell you why it's good, because of the second DVD of material. And this is the DVD I found quite interesting, really, because there are 3 sessions, live sessions that Gilmour does. I'm going to read off the disc now, if that's okay. Live from the Mermaid Theatre, London, March 2006. Live from the AOL Sessions, New York, April 2006. And live from Abbey Road, London, August 2006. And what you see here is him and the band, stripping back the arrangements and doing things, a little bit different. You see him doing things a little bit different. You even get a very poignant performance of Wearing the Inside Out from Richard Wright, which, brought a tear to my eye. It did. And but yeah, these sessions are interesting because you can, if you compare them to the Gdansk gig, it shows that Gilmour can perform and tailor his set to like a variety of arenas and spaces, and generally shows his versatility as a performer. And I like that because you get the big show and you get the little show, big show, little show, clever stuff. Another extra you get on this 4th DVD is the whole On an Island album in 5.1 surround sound, and it's tucked away at the end of the DVD. It's almost as if nobody's hopefully nobody actually notices it's there. Yeah, it's a good surround sound mix. It does its job. The only thing is you don't get any graphic. It's just a black screen, and doesn't even tell you. It just nothing. It doesn't give you a track listing. It's a bit rubbish. But despite being a good 5.1 mix, it doesn't really lift the music from being like plodding malaise for the likes of me. And I'm sure you guys out there love the album. I'm going to get thumbs down to oblivion for spouting such heresy, but I've got to be honest, don't I? But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, somebody asked me if this is the release to get out of all the different versions, and I say quite categorically, yes. Because you obviously get more bang for your buck, you pay more, and the extra DVD makes it just that little bit. It has that little extra piquancy, it gives you that little bit more, especially as you get the On an Island album mixed in 5.1. So if you haven't got that, you get everything in one package, which is pretty cool. So when it comes to a rating, I like the CD. CD was good. DVD, bit of a missed opportunity with the first CD, with missing some of the Floyd stuff and too much David Gilmour solo album. Redeemed by the 4th DVD, though you do have On an Island again. But as a whole package, you do get a lot for your money. You can't be disappointed by it. You can't go, this is a bit rubbish. It is a very good whole thing. The only downside is the bonus content via internet was time limited, so I went to the website and they went, there you go, Darren, there's your time limited bonus content, like that, virtually, of course. So that was a bit of a disappointment, but I'm going to give this 4 Polish shipbuilders out of 5. Yes, 4 Polish shipbuilders out of 5, and it would have got a 5 if we'd have had all the Floyd stuff, if we'd had the whole concert on DVD, but we didn't. And it's just shaved off that last point. Just missed it. Just missed it. So that's it. My name's been Darren Locke, and we have to thank David Grant for making this possible and gifting this. So let's all say thank you, everyone. Good. And we'll do this all again soon. Remember, a thumbs up. It's important now or something because of this social aspect of YouTube. I don't care. None of you buggers thumb me up anyway. I don't know if I want your thumb up me anyway. My goodness. Now I'm gibbering again. But if you thumbs it up, it spreads it on your contacts list, and thumbs it down if you think it's all boring. You can do that. It don't really bother me. It makes me laugh sometimes. Sometimes people thumbs it down, and you think you haven't watched it because it's only been up a minute and must have a grudge. I don't know. The internet, eh? The internet. But yeah, there's also the various playlists that you can check out, all the other 161 episodes and various other unboxings that you'd be interested in. And that's that. I've been blabbering on about Live in Gdansk by David Gilmour, and you've been a very patient audience. Only one more thing to say. Are you ready? Prog on.